In just 5 years, I spent over $330 million on meta ads, scaling one of the biggest e-com brands in the world past $500 million a year, 3 years in a row. In that time, I've learned almost everything there is to know about what creatives actually convert. If you're running an e-com brand right now and your ads feel inconsistent, it all comes down to one thing that nobody in the space is talking about. So lock in for the next 15 minutes because I'm about to give you everything it took me hundreds of millions of dollars to figure out. Let's dive in. Your ideal customer profile is everything. If I could go back and tell myself one thing before spending my first million on ads, it would be this: stop trying to sell to everyone. Your number one ICP is the easiest person to convert. And when you skip finding who your ICP is, you're literally training the algorithm on the wrong buyers. And that's why your CPMs end up all over the place and you're not profitable. So what happens when you have a new ad account is that Meta doesn't know who to go after. So you start just running random ads, targeting random ICPs, and you're getting random buyers, right? You're training Meta on a bunch of random stuff. So the foundation of the data in the ad account is actually tainted. It's actually bad data. So it's super important to define and find out your number one ideal customer profile and then train the algorithm on this buyer. And this is how you scale insanely fast and insanely profitably. So when you don't go after your number one ICP, your CPAs are going to spike up and down randomly. Nothing will be consistent. Your ROAS will be super inconsistent. You'll have a profitable day, then you'll have a day you lose tons of money. And this data is just bad, muddy data. So what separates the brands that get to 100K, 500K, $1 million a month and beyond is they are targeting their number one ideal customer profile and they're letting that data compound and training the algorithm. So instead of casting a wide net, I started using a simple method to find the one ICP my brand was built to go after. So this is the super simple method I recommend and I use for all new brands I work with. Define 3 possible ICPs for your brand. So based on your product, who are 3 customers you think would buy from you? And then write down all your value props, the problems your product solves for, the value it gives to users, right? The transformations, right? Just any benefits the product gives, right? And then judge them against each of your ICPs. After that, you should find out that, hey, one of these ICPs seems like the number one to go after. And then you're going to test it. Typically, I usually one-shot this and that is the one and it works. Sometimes you could be off and you need to test all 3, but typically one of the 3 will be the one and you'll know this by you're profitable, getting low CPCs, getting high CTRs, you're getting low CPMs. It becomes very apparent you are targeting the right person once you hit this ICP. So for example, for my brand, Rugtimize, we tested going after parents, going after artists, going after business owners, right? And so what we sell is custom rugs. And so we thought, oh, parents might want to get their kids on rugs, or artists might want to, get their paintings put on a rug, or photographers want to get their photography on a rug, and then business owners would want to get their logos on a rug. And so the data was so abundantly clear. The most value props seemed to line up with business owners. And so we tested it and business owners had by far the lowest CPA. It was actually profitable for us when artists, photographers, and parents were not. So this is what will happen for you. Once you find your number one ICP, you will be able to scale profitably. So in the beginning of Rugtimize, we were inconsistent, could not stay profitable. But once we found that number one ICP, small business owners who needed logo rugs for the lobbies, gyms, restaurants, we went from inconsistent to now we're doing 400K a month. We just had our biggest month last month. Same product, but just clarity on who to go after. And what's cool is once you find your number one ICP, that can literally take you to $100 million a year. Ruggable, for example, brand I used to work for, dog owners was our number one ICP. And we got to $100 million a year just by targeting that one ICP, which is insane. So your number one ICP can take you so far. But here's what most people mess up. They nail the ICP, but then their website still talks to everyone. And that's where all that ad spend goes to die if you don't also model your website towards your ICP. You need to tailor your website to your number one ICP. One of the most important things I've learned after hundreds of millions of dollars in ad spend is that your ad can be perfect, targeting, be completely dialed in, your angle, your messaging. If someone clicks through and your website feels generic, not personalized, not tailored to your number one ICP, they're gonna bounce. They're not gonna feel like there's congruency across the funnel. Again, a lot of this is subconscious too. They're not consciously thinking this, it just happens. And so you gotta be careful. A lot of new brands mess this up, is that they got the ICP down the ad, angle, copy's nice, right? The hook and the videos or the headline and the static ads, it's perfect, gets them to click, but boom, the website is just generic. It just talks about the generic benefits of the product, not angled toward the ICP, and your conversion rate is going to suffer, and that can really affect your profitability and return on ad spend. So your funnel has to feel fluid and aligned to the ICP. If there's a disconnect between between the ad, the PDP or landing page, that trust evaporates. And like I said, it's like a subconscious thing. For Rugtimize, for example, again, if we're showcasing a ad for a logo rug for a gym owner, but then we showcase living rooms or bedrooms with custom rugs, like they're not going to be interested. There's just a disconnect going on. And you don't need to spend days building out your site to make it convert. You just need to make sure it has a few things. First important thing is that your homepage headline must call out the ICP directly. So for Rugtimize, before it was just design your custom rug today. After discovering our ICP, we changed it to custom logo rugs built for businesses with high traffic. And then our visuals also reflected the ICP's role. We changed our visuals on the site to gyms, restaurants, law office, corporate offices, not generic stock photos. In our PDP, we tailored it toward these business owners that handled their objections, talked about durability, turnaround time, proof that it was commercial grade, that it was non-slip, that it was stain resistant, all stuff that business owners cared about. So remove anything generic that tries to speak to everyone and have that message consistency across your entire funnel. Now, getting this website structure right took me years and hundreds of millions of dollars in spend, but it's the reason I've been able to do billions in e-com, scaling brands past 500 million a year. If you want to actually do this for your own brand and know the exact systems I use, click the link in the description to work with me one-on-one in my mentorship, Meta Ads at Scale. We'll get everything from someone who's done multiple 9 figures so you can apply it directly to your e-com brand. It doesn't matter how big or how small you are, I can help you scale. Already helped multiple brands go from 4 to 5 to 6 figures to 7 figures a month working with me directly. But for now, let's talk about this next part where I see 90% of brands completely blowing it. Ad creative tailored to your #1 ICP. When I first started running ads, I thought the same thing that everyone thinks. You need to make it flashy, clickbaity, make it go viral, and then the sales will come. But after spending hundreds of millions of dollars on ads, I've learned the hard way that creative doesn't need to be clever. Creative doesn't need to be for everyone. Creative for everyone is literally the worst thing you can serve up to the algorithm. It is signal dilution. Meta does not know who to show it to, so they're just going to show it to everybody basically. Your relevance score will drop, your CTRs will drop, so Meta is going to charge you more per impression, which is going to drive up your CPCs, and it's going to be extremely tough to have consistent profitability when you target everyone. This is one of the biggest mistakes new brands make, or brands that it's stuck. It's because they're just running generic ads and they happen to get a lot of low-hanging fruit with their generic ads, but now they hit a wall because they're not actually going after a specific customer. And you also will drive a bunch of people who are just randomly buying from impulse and aren't actually good lifetime value customers. First 3 seconds of your video ad must declare relevance, or your static ad, your headline should call out your ICP in some sort of way. That's what allows you to immediately target your ICP and ensure you're speaking directly to them so users actually stop, notice your brand, and click. So here's some example hooks for my brand Rugtimize's ICP small business owners. Your lobby is your reputation. Calling out lobby is for a commercial business, right? Number 2, commercial rugs that actually pay for themselves. Again, we're calling out these rugs are not meant for residential, but for commercial settings. And then custom rugs in 30 days, not 6 months. Retail residential rugs can take so long to be shipped. Ours are custom and shipped typically in less than a week. So here's 5 creative angles that worked for our ICP specific ads. First impression authority. How your space looks equals how your business feels. ROI and durability math. Cost per year versus replacing cheap rugs every 6 months. Speed and operational ease. Custom rugs in 30 days or less, no hassle. Brand integration. Your logo, your colors, your identity on the floor. Heritage, craftsmanship, quality that matches the business you've built. But there's one more thing that I've learned which separates the brands doing $50K a month from the ones doing $500K a month, and almost nobody is doing it right. Email and SMS tailored to your #1 ICP. I need you to hear me out on this one. If you're spending money on ads and you're not running retention properly, you are leaving 20 to 30% or more revenue on the table. I've seen it over and over. Brands scaling past 7 figures all have this dialed. Ones stuck at $50K a month are treating emails like a side project. So what most brands get wrong with email and SMS is they just set up a basic welcome flow, maybe 1 or 2 emails, basic browse abandon flow, basic abandon checkout flow. That's again just generic, not talking to their ICP. And people think, oh, my email sucks, email doesn't work. No, you just haven't tailored it to your ICP. Your retention needs to reinforce your ICP's specific pains and value props that actually matter to them. Don't just send generic discount emails to everyone on the list. You need to have it personalized. When your email and SMS is tailored to your ICP, one-time buyers become repeat buyers without spending another dollar on ads. Your lifetime value goes up, acquisition costs go down, and you can start outspending your competitors on a CPA basis because your retention is backing you up. But you need to be strategic with it. So here's what we did for Rugtimize. Here's how we transformed our subject lines. So before, our welcome email said 10% off custom rugs. That was our subject. After we changed our subject line to exclusive 10% off heavy duty custom logo rugs, again, speaking to our ICP specific need. Next was our email system architecture. We shifted our tone to business minded, ROI driven language, matching how our ICP thinks. We also made our welcome flow 10 days minimum so we can nurture our ICP and bring them through all of the different problems, solutions, value props, benefits of our rugs. And our campaigns, we send at least typically 2 to 3 emails per week to stay top of mind. For brands that you want to do 100K, 500K a month, 2 to 3 emails a week is a must. And here's the content types that have been moving the needle for us. ROI breakdowns. What is the ROI of a custom rug? Case studies, right? Before and afters of the business that didn't have a rug to now having a rug in their lobby. Durability proof, and then timeline assurance. It's such a big thing to get custom rugs out fast. So giving them that assurance via email has absolutely crushed. So let me tie this all together for you. After 330 million in ad spend, the lesson is to pick one customer and build everything for them. So if you're an ecom founder who's ready to stop guessing and start scaling with a real system, click the link in the description to work directly with me. Inside my mentorship, Meta Ads at Scale, I build you a custom 6-month growth plan and work with you directly until we hit your goal. Guaranteed. If we don't hit your revenue goal, we will work with you for free past the 6 months. I've already taken brands like Vita Prima, who was doing under 10K a month, who's now doing over 100K a month in less than 5 months. So if you want to join 100 plus brands inside my mentorship, again, click the link in the description. Thanks for watching.